Good morning, gang. Happy Thursday morning. You know, one of the most powerful things that you can ever possess in life in general, I mean, regardless of prepping or anything of the sort like that, but just in life in general, is information, okay? The truth. The truth shall set you free, right? And we've all probably got experiences in life where somebody has come up and lied to us or lied about us, and the truth comes out eventually. May not be immediately, but eventually. And things change. You know, nobody's life is perfect from birth to death, okay? You know, we are all going to die sometime in life. There's no question. And the activity that you take throughout your life, at the beginning, in the middle, kind of determines where you wind up at the end. Okay? If you sell your soul to lies, at the end, you wind up alone, because over the course of your entire life, you have disassociated, pissed off yourself from everybody else in the world. You realize one day that your family isn't there for you. You don't have any friends. And you wake up one morning and you go, I'm all alone. Everything that I thought wasn't true. That's true for everybody. It doesn't matter if you're the Rockefellers, the Kennedys, whatever, some uber rich family, okay? Or if you are hanging on by fingernails just to make ends meet. You can't buy your way into happiness. I don't care how much money you have, okay? Money doesn't buy happiness. We all know that, right? When the end comes, which it will for all of us, as you approach it, you're going to find out who you hurt and who you didn't. There are, depending on how you handle the finality of life, okay? I mean, some families have huge wakes, and some have, very quiet funerals. Some people don't have funerals at all. It's just put me in a box and stick me in the ground, or cremate me, or do whatever. There are people out there who expected when, at the end of their life, a bunch of people would get together and celebrate their life. Not mourn their loss, but celebrate their life. There are some people who think that's going to happen, and actually what you have is a bunch of people, nobody there to celebrate your life, nobody there to mourn your loss. They're actually celebrating your loss because they are just truly evil people. Okay. As we all get older, we know people like this, right? No doubt there are people in this world, absolutely, I know them, okay, that don't like me. It's fine. I don't care, okay? There's people in this life that I don't like. And you know what? I hope their response is, I don't care, okay? They don't need me. I don't need them. And we both go our separate ways, and that's it. I'm not losing a second's sleep because somebody doesn't like me. And they shouldn't lose a second's sleep because I don't like them. That's part of life. None of us are loved by everybody, okay? The hard part is when people realize I'm not liked by anybody. That's when you have that epiphany and go, what the hell happened? And then finally, the introspection goes, What did I do to cause this? There's a lot of people out there that will never have that introspection and look at themselves and go, I caused this. It'll be someone else's fault forever. Okay? Everything that goes wrong in somebody's life is always someone else's fault in their eyes. If you would have only listened to me, I have all the answers, right? We all know people like that who think they know everything, and all they manage to do is piss off people throughout their lives until the end comes and they're alone. Okay. In prepping, we're going to run into, in an SHTF situation, we're going to run into people that are going to hit the accelerator on that and burn their bridges really, really quick. Okay. They're going to come in, let's say it's your mag or whatever it is, and they're going to come in and say, we're doing it my way. Okay. And there's some people in some circumstances that will be right. But you will inevitably run into the person, hopefully you're not that person, who has an open mouth and closed ears. Because everybody has different ideas on how to do something. And I don't care how simple it is. Should we do 2-hour shifts on guard duty or should we do 4-hour shifts on guard duty? Should we plant more potatoes or should we plant more sweet potatoes? The dictator will be, we're planting potatoes and we're doing 4-hour shifts on guard duty. I'm a very bare bones basic example. And you're going to do it my way or get out. And that's going to be their answer. Okay. And they don't stop and think of, gee, well, that person doing the midnight to 4 a.m. shift who was working since 4 a.m. out in the fields until, fixing something or planting or picking or hauling water or doing whatever, and finally came in at 8 o'clock at night, after working 16 hours outside, now got maybe 3 hours sleep, and now you're going to keep them up for 4 hours, and gee, they have to pull guard duty, and they might fall asleep, okay? Or we're going to plant potatoes and not sweet potatoes, and then all of a sudden people start having vitamin deficiencies or whatever it would be. There's a lot of people out there who are my way or the highway. Y'all know it, okay? My suggestion, when you run into those people, hit the highway. Because the people who have a mindset like that they have all the answers, that if you don't listen to them, if you don't do what they say, you're going to die, Buy this or you're going to die, right? We all sing that. They won't last long, okay? They don't know how to survive. They don't know how to live. The one thing that we absolutely need to survive is each other. Now, in any sort of SHTF situation, your community, your mag, whatever it be, is going to have some sort of hierarchy. There is no question. The way the hierarchy will work is if all the people agree that this should be the one person who's the ultimate decision maker. But on the other side, the ultimate decision maker will also realize the only way that this will work is if the people beneath them have a say in how things are done. Okay. Totalitarianism, a dictatorship or whatever, can work at all levels. We all talk about all the time how we don't want a dictatorship in Washington, okay? That we will fight against that till our last breath. But it can work on small levels too. I mean, it can work in your neighborhood. It can work in your family. I know a lot of people say, as parents, my rules, my house, my rules. You know what? Sometimes the kids might have a good idea. Parents have more experience, no doubt, but sometimes the kids might have a good idea. And it's the fool that doesn't listen to the other ideas. It's the successful person who takes those ideas and works them into the overall plan for everybody's benefit. If people want to spend their lives being miserable people, thinking that they have all the answers, thinking that everybody else is put on this earth to serve them, they'll die a very lonely person. In SHTF, it's just going to happen a wee bit faster. Well out.